you'll get knocked out like Yuri just did. He made the biggest mistake because he was no longer using his range, and Carlos capitalized on it. His arm is kind of staying out, or like staying close to his head. For me, it tells me like it's time to attack because his guard is closer to here. If he was playing this game with me here, now I feel a little bit more in danger because he's also using this hand actively. As like you're downloading information, that lead hand is helping you draw out reactions, let you know how far away the guy is. That's a part of fighting, is that there's nothing that's going to actually completely protect you from getting punched. The best thing that you can do in any situation, in any technique, is just make sure that you're not lazy with your guard.
Ate the whole soup. It was so good.
Okay, guys. What a day. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, what up, man? Good to see you. How you doing? Let's just get started on something which is what I've talked about yesterday. I believe it was it you that asked about ritual? You, there we go. Yeah, someone asked about ritual and if I have any pre-fight rituals that I do before my fights. And yes, I do. And I'd like to share that with you guys today. I think that, like, for me, fight day is a big day. It's the day that we know that it's going to happen. It can be the same thing for anyone else. Like maybe it's just like a big job promotion day or a day that's really important to any of us. But for me, fight day, it's like months in advance. I know that this day is going to happen. And that's where a lot of emotions start to build up. A lot of anxiety starts to build up. I can't even describe the feelings that come when it's like that contract is signed and it's like, okay, this is going to be the day that I'm going in there to perform and to do my best. And I think that on that day, the best thing that I can do for myself is really detach from distraction and calm myself, calm my nerves, get present with the moment, kind of like erase everything that happened before and really just like tap in with the moment of now. And so there's a very powerful 15-minute ritual that I do pretty much every day leading up to fight camp, but especially on the days of the fight. And it's something that really, it really helps me to just really be in the moment. And I want to share that with you guys today before we even go on with anything else, because I can tell that even now, after watching the fight and having my own emotions about what just happened and my own thoughts, even now, I feel like I need to personally kind of like clear off and reset. And so I feel like that's something that's really important before a fight, but also before engaging in any type of combat situations, is clearing off.
Okay, so before you guys sit up, just sit up, relax. We'll have a quick conversation.
But I always think that it's important to me to get in touch with like my inner spirit and my inner calmness, especially in a thing like martial arts and mixed martial arts, which can be really chaotic and really, really intense. And it's really easy to lose sight and lose hold of that sense of peace and calmness within. I think that my own outlook is that a lot of what I do and a lot of what I see others do is ultimately to reach this level of like joy or happiness or peace, whether it's become the champion or become a millionaire or a billionaire. It's all really like because there's a sense of like happiness that I'm looking for, right, at the end of it. Or like if I want to make a bunch of money, it's because I want to see someone else be happy and like be able to provide for my family. But what's at the core of it all? And for me, it's like it's this feeling of like joy or peace. It's not so much like the action. If I'm southpaw and the other guy's orthodox, the only thing that really changes is the fact that the target is further away. That's really the only thing. So even if you put your hands out and this open stance just makes my target further away, right? If I'm orthodox, look, my target's closer. So when you have an open stance, the main thing is to just realize where you're at. So just if you do have a guy who's open stance here, first thing that I want to realize and keep into my mind when I'm going against my opponent is that I take a look at our stance and the range. So if I'm here with this guy and I know we're orthodox, I'm gonna know, okay, my target, because of our stance and automatically because of the size difference, is gonna be really far away. So for instance, we'll move around and I use my jab a lot. Like my arm here, I use it a lot. If you guys go and watch all of my fights, I'm not really the guy that's like using this type of movement. I always have my hand out and I'm always kind of seeing at least where I'm at before I go in. I never want to just come straight in without checking with my lead hand first, okay? So always, no matter what, wherever you're at, whether the guy's open stance, closed stance, or whatever, use something in your mind that like always use your lead hand actively, okay? You don't always have to be sticking it, that's fine, but always keep it out. This is never gonna be like really so good for you if he's controlling this hand here. I'm not really posing a threat to the guy if my guard says this. It's like being like a walking target, okay? His arm is kind of staying out or like staying close to his head. That kind of, for me, it tells me like it's time to attack because his guard is closer to here. If he was playing this game with me here, now I feel a little bit more in danger because he's also using this hand actively. If his hand's closed and I can touch here, I can attack. His arm is closer to his head. My arm is straight. I feel more comfortable to attack because I've essentially shut him down. Go ahead.
Are you trying to take my lead leg? Like outside since you're southpaw?
Yes. So there are times where I will take this outside angle, like especially if you're going against open stance. Yeah, being on the outside angle is always good. But right now, what I'm focused on most is this hand control, right? Because before the fight even engages, before I actually choose to like throw any strikes, I want to make sure that that I know my range. You got to know your range before you do anything, and you got to know your range at all times. If you forget your range and get caught up in other things, you'll get knocked out like Yuri just did. He made the biggest mistake because he was no longer using his range, and Carlos capitalized on it. If I'm going against a longer opponent, the time to attack is not when he's long, it's when he's short. The time to get him short is through like feints, okay? Especially up like when I'm using my hands. I wanna like throw feints. I wanna make sure that I'm making him guard. I don't wanna just come in like this and rush him because he's gonna attack me. So you'll attack. So if I'm just taking a chance, boom, okay? But I've gotta, one person working lead hand and movement, and the other person just defending, and then I'll switch. I'll go around and look to help out, and then we'll progress from there. Does that work? All right, glove up, keep it up. Don't drop it down here. This, don't drop it down. That's bad. Keep it up. Strong shoulder. Yeah, strong shoulder. Yep, keep it up. Yep, keep it out a little bit more. I need this shoulder to kind of be a little bit locked. Yeah, there you go. Yes, exactly. And don't bring it back so much here. More shoulder push. Yeah, there you go. Yep. It's always a good point of control if you're thinking about this wrist here a lot of the times, because if you step out, like you can block that too. You get what I mean? So like if you're using it here, if you got a guy who's, yeah, you can use it to cut that angle. You just switch stances, that's fine. You're using like, okay? It's like it's gonna help you, trust me. Yeah, it'll help you. Just use it to download information. Good, a little bit more distance. Stay back a little bit more and use it. Use your feet out. I don't want you to be so close in using it because then you're in punching distance. Be a little bit further out. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Remember, use it to as you're downloading information. You're helping you. That lead hand is helping you draw out reactions, let you know how far away the guy is, making him move. You can use it to control the wrist. A little bit stronger with it, okay? So I need you to. This is good, but use it a little bit more muscle behind it, so that you can push with it. Okay, you can touch, but I need it to be a little bit more straight than like wild.
If we're orthodox, where are you putting that?
Wherever.
Right.
Orthodox, you always want to go to the outside. Yeah. I always want to beat this side here.
Yeah. Would you ever go like the wrong way on purpose to kind of, or like put it to the backhand?
Sometimes I do to fake it.
Right.
So, like sometimes.
Right. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll go here and then I'll go here to throw the hook.
Yeah, nice.
For me, I feel like it's the best way for me to know how far the person is from me. And I'm just trying to help translate that over to you guys, because I feel like it's one of the things that has really helped me when it comes to fighting bigger guys and fighting most of the guys that I fought. I feel like I download a lot of the information on what attack to do next based off of me feeling where they are. Okay. If anybody did anybody watch Savas fight last night? Masterclass with the jab. Masterclass with the jab, and that jab helped him set everything else up. So a lot of the times this lead hand is going to help us know where the target is at. If I'm not, like, it's going to be hard for me to land a teep or a push kick or anything if I don't know at least how far the guy is, okay? So now what we'll do is I want to draw out the reaction from my opponent. So for now I'm using this to get the, to get my range, my distance. And then let's say, Dan, you throw straight right, okay? Again. Boom. Okay, again. Boom. Again. Boom. Again. Go, again. Yep. Again. 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 Boom. Okay, so there's now we're gonna add into when the right time to counter. Okay, so if I'm orthodox, if we're same stance like a lot of guys were, it's still the same concept of using this lead hand, but I'm taking more steps this way. I'm not necessarily going towards the power side, okay? So I'm still using my jab. He's gonna throw, I'm gonna step back, okay? Let's do it. On the third one, we'll react with a step in left hook, okay? So here, boom, and I'll use this. Boom, 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 okay? I told you guys we weren't gonna go over a lot of combos, but this is more a concept on when to essentially attack or when to counter. So we're using this as just range to know where he's at. He throws it, I step back. Boom, You can throw it whenever you want. Yep. Boom. And again. Okay, that's just the drill. Okay, touching here when I feel like his straight's coming. I've been stepping back.
I'm the taller one, Metal.
Oh, you're the taller one. Okay, so
Then it's better to step out than.
like this,
Yeah, right.
the step hook. Up to you, whatever you feel more comfortable on. That's what I was saying. Like it's not so much about like the combination, but wherever you feel the most natural, whatever your tool is. Yep. Punch, block, jab, block, hook, block, hook. Ah, good job. Come with me, come with me. But it's the same concept. Like I'm just touching here, and then when guys come in, I just wing it. You see it in all my fights. It's like a reaction. Like that right hook is just always there, but it's because that lead hand, I'm just always like, if I'm here, I always get I get tied up, you know.
I like keeping them out here, but I'm so worried about that lead leg. So it's like,
you got to kind of drop the level a little bit and got to,
It's weird.
like loosen the shoulders.
Unless you're
It's,
fucking John Jones, you know. Like,
we can't all be. One of the answers that I gave is a big part of my game and my focus when it comes to MMA is having awareness. There are times in a fight, there are times in life, there are times everywhere, just in life, where we've got to be adaptable and we've got to switch our stance, you know, metaphorically. We've got to be adaptable. We've got to be flexible. If we try to approach life in just one way, headstrong, you know, it's going to be a lot harder. So to go back to your question as far as like how bladed is the stance, it changes. It differs. The main idea is for the jab to be your sense of antenna. That was the whole point of all of this, was for me to just share with you guys how I think of my lead hand in a fight. A lot of the times when someone's throwing a straight cross is a great time for an inside leg kick. Okay? So when you're in this distance and you see a guy throwing a straight cross, boom, it's a good time for an inside low kick. When you're here, if you don't want to attack the calf and you see a guy throwing a big jab or a big lead here, it's a perfect time for the outside low kick. Sorry if that, yeah. So throw your cross, boom. Throw a jab or a hook, boom. Okay. So, sorry. So for this drill, shin guard up. Yeah, not like this. I don't like this because a lot of the times if it's too short, then my toe, and then it hurts my toe. So I think about like this. Not like this. Not like a side. I just think like a, you know? Yeah, for example, who's got a calf they want to donate? Okay, cool. So instead of me using my whole hip and swinging to make contact with the calf, I'm more like, I still want my, I still need a little bit of hip rotation, but I'm like, so think about kicking the calf like a soccer ball, if that helps anybody, okay? It's preference. It's hard to say whether you pivot or not, especially in action. You know, like if the guy's throwing the jab, boom, then sometimes I will pivot because of distance and I have no choice. I can't I have to pivot in order for it to land. So if he steps in, yeah, I have to pivot and still kind of just soccer ball kick it. Sorry.
that was a good one.
Okay.
I like that one.
So that's for the calf kick. But for this drill, I want you guys to practice on one guy's going to throw his long cross, and you're using that as the inside leg kick. Boom. Throw your cross at my head. Boom. Okay, now throw your jab. Boom. Throw your cross. Boom. Throw your jab. Boom. Okay? Back and forth. Okay? Just get those reactions down. All right, and I'll come around to help everybody with that.
Khalil, I had a question about the exercise before. When I'm doing this
Yep.
work and he comes with the cross.
Comes with the cross.
Yeah.
Go.
Did you just step
Amazing.
back or did you step out?
You can step back or step out, but both is okay.
Yeah, it
So
depends on
if
what
I'm
you're
here,
trying to do.
yeah, I can step back, okay? And then I can step out, or I step back, or I do both at the same time. So if I'm touching here, boom, boom. You can go diagonal. Diagonal is always good.
But if you want to do the over...
Oh, the hook.
Yeah, then it's better to
Straight
just-
back.
Yeah,
Because
I was thinking...
here, go, shoot, bang. It gives you the time to,
Thanks.
yeah. Okay? Inside. Yeah, same thing, go. Okay, because like I said earlier, this only means that the opponent is further away. You get what I mean? So you don't have to switch up the attack. It's the same attack. It's just, if he's trying to throw a left here, it's actually harder or a right hand here, it's actually harder for him to hit me. So I can be here if he tries to hit me, boom. I use a longer range tool against a shorter range target. Okay, so I'm just using.
Should I always go inside?
No, you can go outside too when he throws the jab. Step in, step in, step in. Boom. Boom. Okay? Yep, it's just a drag back. So, yeah, like you have to move your feet a lot, boom, and then when you, boom. It's just a counter to the jab, okay? Let me see it really quick. Yeah. And throw your cross. Throw your cross. And don't fall back. He's gonna be the one coming at you. So you don't actually have to fall back so much. You just throw the kick.
Oh, just like sending.
How do you not get hit by that cross? Okay.
You get what I mean? Like, if he's throwing it, like, you just stay guarded.
Okay.
Stay guarded. There's no guarantee. I'm gonna answer that for the whole thing. Hey guys, really quick, don't need to move. So he was saying, like, how do you avoid essentially like getting hit in that situation? And it's a fight. You're gonna get hit. You know, like that's a part of fighting, is that there's nothing that's going to actually completely completely protect you from getting punched. The best thing that you can do in any situation, in any technique, is just make sure that you're not lazy with your guard, and that you're at least keeping yourself as protected as possible. Because in a fight, no matter what, you're gonna get hit, and you just have to accept that, okay? And so one of the things that I love the most is that, like, when I fight and when I embrace that I'm gonna get hit, it just helps me to actually like let loose a little bit more and trust in my techniques, because then that little thought of like, getting hit or getting hit hard, it kind of goes away when I just swallow it and accept, hey, it's gonna happen. That doesn't mean that I'm like necessarily welcoming it and not being smart, but it just means like I just learn and accept the fact that, like, no matter what technique, no matter what I'm doing, the chance of danger, the chance of getting hit, the chance of getting knocked out is just always gonna be there, okay? So the question was, when Dan throws like a straight right hand and I counter with this, he was saying, like, how do you avoid getting hit? My answer to that is, like, just when you throw that inside kick, if you're going against open stance, keep a tight guard when you throw it, okay? That's gonna at least eliminate the chances of like getting knocked out. Will you get touched? Yeah, but it's fighting. You're gonna get touched. So when he throws it, if I just kind of keep my high shoulders and just know that, boom, know that something's gonna come, then boom, but I also have this and stuff after. We're just doing simple techniques right now. Let's go back and forth a little bit more, then we'll switch. Essentially, every action has like a reaction, right? Like there's just like action, reaction. And so for me, I think having counterfighting and is a lot of just like having certain reactions to the other person's action. So if you have a guy that's just in a jab, there's so many reactions to a jab. You can parry, you can slip, you know, you can slip jab. It's all about, what I wanted to say about that is, it's so important to be present in any type of training situation and really be in the moment so that you can know and have certain reactions to the opponent's, you know, action, whether it's a jab, body kick, head kick, double leg takedown, whatever. But if you're not present in the moment and you're not calm, then it's very hard, and then you make the wrong reaction, and it can end up, you know, losing a fight or a job or, you know, a relationship or whatever. Like for me, it all ties into kind of the same, everything aligns. And that was just one of the fun ways for me to show just different reactions to a jab or a cross, inside low kick, boom. If a guy's gonna throw the jab, calf kick. Because a lot of people don't necessarily anticipate that. So that's something that you guys can drill when I'm not here or whatever. It's not just a secret combination or technique that's going to be the end all be all to your fight career, but it is something that it is an effective way of looking at when to throw those techniques. So you can, whatever your style is, Taekwondo, Muay Thai, boxing, MMA, it translates through the whole thing, okay? The next thing, hit and exit. It's a great guard. Like, think about, you're putting like this shield, like a Spartan shield in between your face. That's where you want your hand to go, okay? So he's applying pressure. It's a great drill. Obviously, you're going to, the person who's running and who the pressure is being applied to is gonna get tired. That's a part of the training. That's a part of what happens in the fight. We watch fights all the time. I've been criticized for it. People say Rountree needs better cardio, all this stuff. So this is one of those things where I want you guys to be able to feel what it's like to just have someone pressure you and there's nothing you can really do about it, okay?